Hello, Fearless. Welcome to our Tactical Tuesday tonight. A little different than we've done in the past. Tonight, we are going to be talking about everything that is not real estate related. So it's going to be a really cool topic and a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of audience participation tonight, guys. We want you to be involved in the chat, throw in some of your comments on some of the questions that we're going to ask. And of course, as always, let us know where you're from. And hopefully we can see you in the chat tonight. It's going to be a fun night. And here's the thing, guys, is that even though tonight's chat is not real estate related, getting to know one another, building relationships, getting to know other investors within our Fearless group, that actually helps you along when it comes to real estate investment. So even though this is not about real estate tonight, guys, we're going to be talking about things that might help you when it comes to real estate investment. And you know what? I got a couple really interesting little tidbits that I'm going to share with you. Did you know? Okay, so thanks, first of all. I'll get to this in a second. Crystal saying hello from Red Deer. Greg from Kitchener. Welcome, guys. We appreciate you guys coming on. Anyone else that is in our live right now, just throw your name in the chat and where you're from so that everybody can kind of get to know one another. Kelly from Panorama, one of my favorite places in the world. Andrew from North York, Ontario. Welcome, Andrew. Nice to have all of you guys on here. I'm just going to pull up Facebook on my phone because sometimes StreamYard doesn't allow me to see who is talking, and I want to know who's talking tonight because the whole point of tonight is to get to know one another, guys. So I'm going to bring it up on my phone as well so that I can see through Facebook who is putting comments in the chat. So there we go. Okay, Andrew, yes, and Sean Impey from St. Albert. Welcome, guys. Joel from Canmore. Welcome, Joel. Good to see you guys, and welcome to our chat tonight. So we're going to ask some questions that are not real estate investing related, but a couple of interesting little tidbits I want to share with you guys. Today is July 11th, 2023. And guess what happened July 2nd, 2019? Anyone have a guess what happened July 2nd, 2019 here within this Fearless Real Estate Investors group? Any ideas, guys? Throw it in the chat. I'm curious if anyone can pick up on this. We are a 4-year anniversary of actually the first Tactical Tuesday ever done within our group of Fearless. This group was opened in 2019. Tiffany actually did our first Tactical Tuesday, July 2nd, 2019. So that's 1 week or so ago, and 4 years ago was our first Tactical Tuesday. At that time, guys, guess how many people we had in the group when we did our first Tactical Tuesday? We just broke the 300 member mark, and we were very proud of that we had 300 real estate investors from across Canada that wanted to join our group and start learning about investing, start learning about raising capital, start learning about all these different investing strategies. That was a milestone for us back on July 2nd. And then we ended up holding our first boot camp in August of that year. And that's where our Ignited members and our Ignited program started. But yeah, pretty cool. 4 years ago, pretty much to the day, that's when this all started, guys. And so welcome for being here. Thank you for being here. We now have over 7,100 members within our Fearless group. So it is continually growing, and we really are here to help and support every single one of you when it comes to real estate. But tonight, guys, okay, before I move on, 4 years, guess how many Tactical Tuesdays we've had in that 4-year period? Anyone have a guess? There's 52 weeks in a year. We've had 4 years. Obviously, we've missed some weeks because of whatever, certain circumstances. But guess how many Tactical Tuesdays? Throw a number in the chat, guys. I'm curious to see if you have any idea how many Tactical Tuesdays we've had in the last 4 years, because I counted it up just before this Tactical Tuesday, just to confirm how many we have actually been live on since July 2nd, 2019. Okay, 208, Greg. That would mean we would have not missed one single, absolutely not even one, Tactical Tuesday. 96, John. 199, Craig and Lisa. Jules, 192, 196, John. Okay, John, you're throwing in a couple of, 196. That's what you meant. Okay, I get it. Guess what, guys? Tonight is the 199th Tactical Tuesday that has come to you live here within our Facebook group. So good guess, Craig or Lisa. I'm not sure who's typing right now, but one of you two, you got it dead on. So there's a prize coming your way. Craig and Lisa for guessing that. Yes, 199 episode, which means, guys, next week is our 200th episode. Okay, so don't miss that one because it's going to be special as well. So I'm not going to tell you, Craig and Lisa, what you win, but you're going to win something. There we go. Welcome, guys. Tonight is the first time out of those 199 times that we're going to talk about stuff that is not real estate related. Okay, so this is going to be fun, and we're going to change it up a little bit. And this is what it's all about: getting to know one another, building relationships. Do you know certain things about certain people? How do you get to know them? It's by asking questions. And so I love that the chat is rolling along really good right now, guys. And I want you to continue that because we want your answers in the chat because that's how we get to know you. Okay, so I see Melissa, Craig, Jules, Kelly, Eric. We have Jules as well, or Reed from Essentino Media on YouTube. We got some other YouTube followers that are also on this. Most of you are in Facebook, but we have some YouTube as well with us live. So Crystal and John and Greg and Tara and all of these people. So every single one of you. Here's our first question of the night. Get to know one another a little bit better. What are your favorite places in the world that you have been to or you want to go to? Okay. What are your favorite places in the world that you've been to? Throw it in the chat, guys. Favorite place you've been to. Okay. It doesn't have to be exotic. It could be, a couple hour drive away. It could be where you live. I don't know. What's your favorite places you've ever been to? And maybe just put a little note as to why. So John, Ireland, why? Why Ireland? I've always wanted to go to Ireland, never made it there yet. That is definitely on our bucket list of going to Ireland. Venice, Tara, Venice is amazing. We got to spend a few days there, loved it. Japan, we love Japan as well. White Rock, okay, White Rock, BC. Let's see, Shelley, that's your favorite place, one of your favorite places. So White Rock's a beautiful spot. Awesome. Japan was awesome, says Jules, and Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. I want to go there one day. That has always been on my list of places to go, but we've never made it there. So definitely want to go there. It's Jewel. Okay, Jewel. All right. So Jewel on YouTube saying her favorite place has been Bermuda, a hidden gem of a country. I've never been there either. Kelly, a panorama. I agree 100%. Panorama is one of my favorite places on earth that I've been to. You know what's funny? We bought one of those maps of the world, and it's kind of like a scratch map. I can't remember the name of it, but you scratch off all the different places you've been in the world. And Tiff and I have traveled to almost every continent except for Africa and Antarctica. And we have scratched off all the places we've been to. And we thought we had, traveled lots of places in the world. And when you look at the map, it looks like we barely touched it. There's so many different places to go that I'm sure would be truly amazing. John, I'm from Ireland. Okay, well, John, you're from Ireland. You love the real estate there. Hey, no talking about real estate. That's not allowed in this topic tonight. Who else is Irish? Tara is Irish. Okay, we got a lot of Irish or people from Ireland. That's awesome. Crystal, Lucier Hot Springs. I love Lucier Hot Springs. That's really cool. That's just south. If I'm getting this right, Crystal, that's just south of or north of Cranbrook. Kind of in that valley. Banff. We're going to Banff for our Ignited Retreat, guys. That's going to be a lot of fun. Montepulciano, a town in Italy. San Pedro, Belize. Nice job, Crystal, for throwing in Belize there. Yes, definitely a cool spot. Japan, guys, we've been to Japan, and it was one of the coolest spots we've ever been to. I got to say, going through Tokyo was like the cleanest, most organized city that I've ever been in. So that was really cool, being in Japan. We actually were in Japan the morning we woke up. I went outside the hotel, started walking around, and it was garbage day. And usually, most cities in the world, it's garbage day. There's garbage on the streets, and it's kind of smelly and it's gross. In Tokyo, they actually wrapped up with twine their garbage. It was perfectly placed, at least on the streets we were in, perfectly placed in little boxes all along the street. It was like the neatest garbage day I've ever seen in my life. That's what I liked about Japan. Angie, Roatan, Honduras. Spent our honeymoon with a Hurricane Wilma after we got certified for diving. Wow, that's an experience, Angie. Never been to Honduras either, so that sounds pretty cool. Although I don't know that I want to be there in a hurricane. Rock climbing in Spain, that sounds awesome. Costa Rica, friendly people, absolutely. Kenya, who said Kenya? Helen, Kenya. Okay, all right. So tell me why, Helen. Why Kenya? I want to visit. Jules says England, Scotland, Ireland. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot saying that right now. We love the mountains. Craig and Lisa, Banff, but our bucket list is Costa Rica. Well, Craig and Lisa, we're going to see you in Banff for our Ignited retreat. Craig and Lisa are some of our very active Ignited members right now. Yes, Jules, Tokyo blows your mind. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the comments. Awesome. You've been to a safari in Kenya? That's cool. Angie and Andrew, that is awesome. Next question, guys. Let's move on. So now we're kind of getting to know places in the world that maybe we want to travel to, that other people like, other real estate investors. Here's the thing, guys, is when we think of a real estate investor, what picture of that person comes to your mind? You know, when I think of a real estate investor, sometimes what I think of is a man dressed in a suit, carrying a briefcase, walking in a downtown of a major city. Okay. That's kind of what goes through my mind. Obviously, for some of you, that might be completely different. But for me, that's what I picture when I think of a real estate investor. It's kind of like a stockbroker, that kind of a thing. But real estate investors are people just like me, just like you. It could be any one of us that is a real estate investor, any one of us that wants to put your money to good work. Okay, I started talking about real estate. I'm going to stop. But this is the thing. When we get to know what our real estate investors really like, well, this kind of helps us to get a better picture, a clearer picture, instead of maybe the one that automatically comes to our mind. My birth country. Okay, Helen, so you're from Kenya. Okay, cool. I have never been anywhere on that continent, and one day I would like to go there. Absolutely. French Riviera. Terry, welcome back, Terry. One of our former Ignited members. Awesome. I want to go to Monaco too. That would blow me away as well. I would absolutely love that. That's a fun vacation. Okay, so next question, guys. This is an interesting one. If you could meet in person one person in the world, who would it be? If you could shake hands, maybe let's say have lunch or have dinner with one person in the world, who would it be? Okay, throw that in the chat. Who would that person be? You'd like to spend a couple hours with them, doing whatever activity you think would be super cool to do. Who would that be? Okay, so Lisa, our first answer, Oprah. I think a lot of people might say Oprah. Eric. Nice job, Eric. At least one person said it. Yes, me. Okay, well, Eric, we're going to spend some time together in Banff. I hope you guys are coming out. I feel like I'm supposed to say Jesus. Yes, Crystal, that is a good choice. Absolutely. Maybe you are supposed to say that. So that is a good choice. Warren Buffett. Muhammad Ali. Good choices. Sam Zell. Sam Zell. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe Joel, you can fill us in as to who Sam Zell is. You snuck in. Doesn't surprise me, Angie. You snuck into a casino in Monaco when you were underage. That doesn't surprise me. Tara, Keanu Reeves. He was a cool guy to chat with. Oh, you actually talked with him, Tara? That's pretty cool. Crystal. Interesting. Hitler. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Steve Jobs. Who said that? Steve Jobs was. That might maybe that. I'm not sure who said that actually. Steve Jobs. Oh, there we go. Shelley. Yeah, that's a little impossible. Yes, it is. Okay, guys. So good answers. For me, I would answer this question. What's interesting? If you had asked me this question maybe 15 years ago, do you remember when that show The Apprentice came out and Donald Trump was the host of The Apprentice? My answer at that time would have been Donald Trump. That is not the case now. I don't really have the desire to meet him, but at the time, that was would have been the person I would have probably chosen. But I would say that if I had a chance now, it would probably be somebody that's in sports. I think the first name that comes to mind for me would be Tiger Woods, just because he's pretty iconic when it comes to the game of golf. And I think it would be the most amazing thing to have a round of golf or something like that with Tiger Woods. I think that would be amazing. But a lot of you clearly have much better names that you're throwing in this chat. So Samuel Zell was an American billionaire businessman engaged in real estate investment. Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know. I didn't know that, Joel. Wasn't aware of that. Well, there you go. But Joel, you're bringing in real estate. We're not talking about real estate tonight, but good answer. Good answer. Love it. Okay, guys. Kelly, Ed Milet. Okay. Another person that I'm not familiar with. So cool. Maybe you can let us know who that is. Napoleon or Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, the Queen would have been super cool. Crystal, I'm sure you've watched The Crown on Netflix. Tiff and I watched that, and it's pretty cool to see that story. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it's pretty cool. Okay, good names, guys. Good thinking. Nicole says an excellent. So maybe Ed is an excellent mindset guy. I'm not sure. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you for your participation. We're going to continue this. This is all about getting to know one another a little bit better. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What are the things that you want to do in life? What are the things you don't want to do? Who do you want to meet? All of that sort of thing. So Greg, Neil Armstrong. Yeah, that would be cool. Stephen Bartlett, Diary of a CEO. See, these are names, guys, that I wouldn't have ever thought of. Craig, who would, or Lisa, who would Tiff want to meet? Tiff would probably choose Oprah, I would think. She would say Oprah as well. That has always been on the top of her list. Somebody earlier said that. I think it might have been Crystal. I'm not sure. But yeah, Oprah was probably on the top of her list. Janie, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Okay, so I'm assuming that's a baseball player. Shows you how much I know about baseball. But I think that is a well-known baseball player. Yes, Nicole. There you go. You agree with Tiff. Yeah, Oprah would be on that list for me as well. Okay, next question, guys. Next question. Let's see. Where do we want to go with this? You know what? I was talking with Nicole a little earlier today, and one of the questions she said that would be good to ask is, what's your real job? So guys, remember, we're not talking about real estate. We're not talking about real estate investment. What is your day job? What do you do? Let us know what you do. Throw it in the chat. Nicole, that means you have to throw it in there too. And Colin has to throw it in there too. What is your day job? What do you do for work aside from real estate investment? Throw it in the chat, guys. Lisa, physiotherapist. Okay. I don't know that I knew that. Good to know. Angie, registered psychologist. I did know that. Tara, a tech recruiter. What does a tech recruiter do, Tara? Can you, I mean, you recruit people in the tech field, I'm assuming, but maybe expand on that a little bit. Crystal, a paramedic that is cross-trained as a firefighter. Wow. Yes, Jewel, you are a YouTuber on, Jewel from YouTube is commenting on this. Piano teacher, I'm going to assume that that is Shelly. System analyst, a teacher. I didn't know you taught high school English and history, Nicole. I had no idea. Okay. Insurance, we have an insurance claims adjuster in here, guys, and that is Andrew Hong. Okay, bodily injury cases. Okay. Group medical underwriter, Greg. Look at all of these different occupations that us as real estate investors have, guys. Concrete and construction company, Craig and Lisa. Work with children, Janie. ECE. What does that stand for, Janie? Registrar clerk at Canadian Coast Guard College. Okay, Melissa, I didn't know that either. That's cool. Flooring renovator contractor, so that ties in well with real estate investment. Joel, that's awesome. Data analyst in healthcare. So what kind of data do you analyze, Terry? Risk compliant officer, Nand. Okay. Colin works in IT. Yes. Senior IT consultant is his title. That's hilarious. Who knows what he actually does? Yes, that's right. Install appliances and electrician, Karina. Okay. All right. So that's what you do, Karina. I didn't know that. Yes, Robin, you own Priority Printing, don't you? Print company, Priority Printing here in Edmonton. If anyone needs printing done on swag or anything else. Yes, it is a great question. It's good to know what everybody here, what real estate investors do as a day job. What are our normal jobs, guys? Kelly, 18 years in oil and gas, now a full-time short-term rental manager. And a lot of your short-term rentals are in Panorama, Kelly. So lots of time in the oil and gas industry, and congrats on moving over to real estate investment full-time. So good job for you. Ultrasonic testing and welding inspection. Okay, that's cool. That's Dwight. Awesome. Construction business, residential framing. That's Andrew. So yeah, good to know what you guys do aside from. And so here's the thing, guys, is, do we need somebody, Karina, who installs appliances and electricians as real estate investors? Absolutely. Guys, if we are branding ourselves, might we need a print company? Robin. If we want to learn more about short-term rentals or how to run them or buy in the BC Panorama area, would we talk to Kelly? If we are looking to pour concrete or build a foundation for our building, would we maybe talk to Craig and Lisa? This is the thing, guys. The more we know about one another, the more we use the resources here within our group, the more every single person here benefits. And so this is very, very important. But I'm sidetracking to real estate investment. So I'm going to get off of that topic now. Okay, so we have talked about favorite places in the world to go to. We've talked about your favorite people to meet. We've talked about what is your real job. Okay. What else can we talk about? Let's throw this in here. Licensed mortgage agent. Yes, that is Adele. Welcome, Adele. Very well known, and Adele obviously knows what she's doing when it comes to real estate investment. Yes, what a talented group. Absolutely, Karina. Really cool to know. Okay, Nicole, I was going to get to that one, but you're moving me there quicker. Movies and books. Let's focus on movies to begin with. What is your favorite movie? Throw it in the chat, guys. I want to know what is your favorite movie that, is maybe your go-to if you are sick at home and you want to watch something, or, you're looking for some excitement, action, whatever it might be. Throw your favorite movie in the chat. I'm curious to know what this might be. Remember, guys, tonight is not about real estate investment. Tonight is about everything but. Yeah, every time Corey says real estate, he should have to put a buck in a fund. Okay. I will not say that word one more time, Craig. I will try not to. Anyways, anything by Quentin Tarantino. I think that's Dwight that's probably said that. I noticed that in your comment earlier today, Dwight. Die Hard. Okay. Marvel movie fan here. Yep. The Ultimate Gift. I don't know that I've watched that. Top Gun on the big screen. I just watched the new one, the new Top Gun I think it was the week before last. And very, very cool. It was awesome. Mrs. Doubtfire, Jewel. Okay. In YouTube. That I really like that movie too. Once Upon a Time, Bad Moms. Okay, what did I miss any here? Ever After with Drew Barrymore. Okay, Die Hard. A couple Die Hards in here. I do like Viking series. Okay, similar shows. Almost Famous and Romeo and Juliet. Oh, look at you, Nicole. All right, not sure if you have a favorite. Who said that? Who doesn't have a favorite? Adele. Come on, Adele. You have a favorite movie. Notting Hill. Okay, Jules, you are very sappy, aren't you? That is sappy. Notting Hill. Life is Beautiful. Okay. Pearl Harbor. Facing the Giants. I don't think I've seen that. The Bourne movies. Yeah, those are awesome. Shawshank Redemption. Okay. Good movies, guys. Good movies. Okay, I'm going to tell you my favorite movie. Keep throwing them in here. Fast and the Furious. Who said that? Janie. My brother-in-law has watched every single one of them. I think there's got to be almost 8 or 9 of them now. Fast and the Furious. He's every time they come out, he invites me to the movie theater. Kite Runner. Okay, I'm pretty sure I saw that one. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit. Okay, I get it. Matrix. Matrix has always been at the top of my list. James Bond. Okay, good guys. These are all really cool. Okay, so here's my favorite, and no one has said it yet. I can't believe nobody has said this movie yet. What do you guys think about Princess Bride? Okay, that is like, to me, the all-time number one of the best movies. Okay, might be a little cheesy for some of you, but what a story, especially, since I was, I don't know, a young teenager when it first came out. Princess Bride, guys, what a story. It's amazing. I love it. And there's more quotes from that movie than probably any other movie on earth. Okay, you got to see it. If you haven't seen it, Colin has never seen The Princess Bride. Okay, Colin, you this week you have to watch Princess Bride. That's your homework. Okay, I'm assigning you homework. Who else said that? Who else? Never. Adele. Never seen The Princess Bride. Come on, guys. Yes. What are some of your favorite quotes? He's mostly dead. Greg, that is so true. Or, how many times do people say, stop that rhyming and I mean it? Anybody want a peanut? Okay, I'm being stupid now, but that's what a good movie. Guys, you got to see Princess Bride. Must see. That's right. Next week, Laser, let's all watch it together. Andrew, maybe that's a good idea. We got to watch. We'll have an ignited Princess Bride evening. That might be something to do. Or maybe when we're in Banff at our retreat, we'll have Princess Bride on a big screen. We'll see. That might be really good. Yes, marriage. Yes. I love it. Way to go, guys. I love the humor. I love Kelly, you haven't seen it either? Lisa hasn't seen it? You guys, you have to watch it. Look at this. Look at all these quotes coming in. There's so many quotes from that movie. All right, so that's my favorite, is The Princess Bride. Okay, let's go to favorite concert. Okay, guys, I'm sure some of you have been to concerts or enjoy going to concerts. Personally, I'm not a big concert fan myself. I don't know what it is. I get to a concert and I get in there and I'm like trying to get out as soon as I can. I'm not a huge fan of concerts, but I know some of you are massive fans of concerts. So what is the favorite one that you have been to, or what is one that you really, really would love to go to? Throw it in the chat and let us know. Okay, so this is the next question. We're moving on from movies. Concerts, guys. Which ones have you been to? What's the best one, or which one would you want to go to? Yes, Kelly, you have to watch it tonight. You got to watch Princess Bride. Great movie. Tina Turner. Okay, who said that? Adele. Tina Turner. Wow. Have you been to Tina Turner or that? Yeah, I'm assuming you have. Bon Jovi, Rolling Stones. I've seen Rolling Stones in Commonwealth here in Edmonton. Def Leppard. Okay, Tragically Hip. That would be cool. Garth Brooks. I saw Garth Brooks here in Edmonton. Favorite bands. I went to every single concert of all my favorite bands in high school. I was such a groupie. What bands, Nicole? Let us know. Garth Brooks, Kid Rock, AC/DC, The Cult, Hip, the Tragically Hip, Michael Jackson, Cher, Muse, Garth Brooks, Bryan Adams, Stone, Garth Brooks, Old Dominion, The Hip, AC/DC, Don Moen. Okay. So guys, it sounds to me when I read this list that this list is kind of like 70s and 80s, maybe a little bit of 90s in there. Am I right? Yes. So Crystal, exactly. Look at us all date ourselves. Exactly. Okay. So these are all bands from the past, and maybe that's what we like. I don't know. Anybody seen anything a little bit more recent, within the last 10 years? Are you still seeing these bands? I don't know. We're probably all around the same age. Yeah, Jules, you're probably right. Angie, Tragically Hip 3 times. Alanis, I'm assuming that's Alanis Morissette. Lisa also said Kid Rock, Bay City Rollers. Okay, cool names, guys. Cool names. Matchbox 20. Huh. Radiohead, Smashing Pumpkins, Foo Fighters. Really cool, guys. Okay, those are some good bands, some good concerts that you can go to. I've been to, probably the favorite, if I was to pick one of my favorites. There's two. I would say one of them was Meatloaf. Believe it or not, this was probably the first concert I ever went to. It was in Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton. There was about they used half of the stadium, and so there was about 30,000 people on the one half. And what I loved about it is he had total control of the crowd. He would lift up one hand and say, cheer over here. And then the other side would cheer. And then he'd do this and he'd do this with the crowd. And he had great control of the crowd. That's what I loved about that concert. It was awesome. And one of the first ones I ever went to. But one of the best entertainers that I've seen, nobody's thrown it in here yet, was Michael Bublé. And if you've ever been to a Michael Bublé concert, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. He is just like an absolute entertainer. It's not just about the singing or the songs. He just like plays with the crowd and is really funny. And I just enjoy that interaction that he had with the crowd. In fact, we've seen him 3 times, twice in Edmonton and once in Calgary. And one of the times he was in Edmonton, I think Rio, our nephew, was with us, and he was probably about 6 years old at the time. And we were quite a ways from the stage. Like, we were not on the floor, we were in the stands, and we were quite a ways away. And somehow the spotlight went on Rio. And Michael Bublé came off the stage, walked all the way through the crowd, and walked up to our seats and sat right next, like we moved over and he sat right next to us, right next to Rio. And he started just kind of like, because Rio knew all of his songs because we listened to them all the time, and started having a conversation with him in front of the crowd. And it was a really cool experience. So that was awesome. And then the cool part, Tiff's gonna kick me for saying this, but as he was walking away back towards the stage, he said, "Oh, and by the way, Rio, your auntie is really hot." And he was talking about Tiff. So that was pretty cool. I still bug her about that today. So that was really neat. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the chat. Daniel, Our Lady Peace, Mother Earth, Tragically Hip. U2. Oh, that would be cool. Nat King Cole, Celine Dion. Yes, of course, guys. Celine Dion. I mean, that's one of the top for sure. Yes, why didn't I mention Celine Dion? You're right, Jules. I should have mentioned Celine Dion. All right. Cool, guys. Yeah, Michael Bublé's been here several times. Yeah, Jupita. If any of you get an opportunity to go see him, even if you're not a huge fan of his music, he's a really good entertainer. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so guys, we've asked several questions so far. We got about, I don't know, 10, maybe 15 minutes left. Let's see, what else, how else can we get to know one another a little bit better? What's another question we can ask? Let's see. Okay, let's go with this one. What is your favorite pastime? What's your favorite pastime? So what do I mean by that? That could be a hobby. That could be you have an afternoon off and you're going to do whatever you want to do. That could be going on a trip and doing a specific activity. That can be anything like that. What is your favorite activity, hobby, pastime, something that you just, it could be sitting in a rocking chair and having a beer. I don't know. What is it for you? What is your favorite thing to do, your favorite pastime? Throw it in the chat now, guys. Yes, there's birds. There's loud birds in the background. Not sure who said that. Who said that? Yeah, Adele. So yeah, absolutely. There's, you might hear those. Let's see here. Where are we? Cooking. Cooking. Really? So who said that? Adele. Cooking. Interesting. I'm learning a lot about you, Adele. This is good. We should do this more often. Ride your horse, Lisa. I could have guessed you would say something like that. Melissa, go to the ocean. That would be probably Tiff's favorite pastime, would be sitting in a chair or walking along a beach at the ocean with the waves coming in. That would be Tiff's favorite pastime, I would think. Listening to music, baking, walking at the park with my daughter and pup. Those are awesome. Period dramas and knitting. What are period dramas, Jules? I'm assuming I know what that is, like early 1900s movies. Is that what you mean by watching period dramas? I don't know. Fill me in on that, Jules. Yes, Lisa, that was an easy question. Kayaking, hiking, reading, Crystal, watching movies, reading, spending time with your family, cooking, painting, making natural products, singing, Tara. Okay. Traveling, Angie. Real e-hiking. John, you need to tell me what e-hiking means. I don't know what that means. Mountain sledding, camping, wakeboarding. Craig, I'm assuming that's you. Yeah, super cool. That's fun. Quilting, paddleboarding, cross-country skiing, salmon fishing, riding your motorcycle. I'm assuming that is Shelley. Let's see if that is Shelley. Motorbiking, being by the water, going for walks, Shelley. Yeah. Okay. All right. So biking in the mountains, Kelly. So I'm assuming that's like a mountain bike type thing in Panorama. Eric, fishing, boating, anything on the water. Love it. Rock climbing. Who says rock climbing? Rock climbing. Mountain biking, fly fishing, drinking coffee. That is awesome. That is awesome. Drinking coffee would probably be on the top of my list too. One of the things that I enjoy, I really enjoy, is getting up in the morning and having my coffee. I just love that time of day. That's probably one of my favorite times of day, just having a coffee. Robin, racing, carts, dogs. How do you race dogs, Robin? Racing cars, I get that. Racing carts, like go-karts, I'm assuming, maybe. But tell me about racing dogs, Robin. Swimming, Crystal, but only in a pool. Why, Crystal? Why just a pool? Why don't you like lakes or the ocean? Do you think something's going to bite your feet? I don't know. Lisa also likes mountain sledding. Yeah. Biking too. Yes. Darcy would say biking too. Whoever thought of this for tonight's session gets a star. I love it, guys. I love it. You know what? It's good to know this kind of stuff, right? We don't have to be always focused on real estate. It's about, I said the word. It's about getting to know one another. Getting to know what these types of investors, people that invest in, like, what kind of people are they? This helps us. Coffee is my thing too. Absolutely. Being on the water dragon boat. Really, Nicole? That's where a whole bunch of people row at the same time, I'm assuming. Yes, Jules, I think because of the seaweed, maybe. We used to dragon boat. Look at this. Angie used to dragon boat. Look at all you dragon boaters. Coffee here too. Is that Craig or Lisa? Someone's asking anything on the water. Lots of people love stuff in the water. Fly ball with the dogs. Relay race for dogs. We have a tournament this weekend in Kalmar. Look at that, Robin. Awesome. Okay, that sounds like fun. What kind of dogs do you have, Robin, that race in that relay? I'm curious. We should start fearless. I won't say the word. Fearless dragon boat team, Nicole says. Yeah, just race for fun. Okay, that would be fun. Yeah. Okay, cool. So interesting pastimes, guys. I mean, for me, I would say my number one, I've been asked this question a million times, and I got to say I love golf. That is a favorite pastime for sure. I love dirt biking. That is a favorite pastime. I love snowboarding. Those would probably be my three top. I also love to play hockey, but that would probably drop to number 4. So those would probably be the top 4 things. I love sitting around. I love my morning coffee. I like that somebody threw that in there because that is one of my favorite pastimes as well. Just having a coffee in the morning. In fact, way back when Tiffany and I wrote our why we were getting involved in investing, the start of that story that I was picturing for myself was our morning coffee on the deck, just because that's one of my most relaxing favorite times a day. Yeah, lots of people love the water. Adele, you'd rather jump out of a plane. I don't think in a million years you could pay me to do that. I would never jump out of a plane. I don't think. Yeah, Kelly, have to move to Panorama. Absolutely. Okay, guys, these are good questions. I love that you guys are active in the chat and really sharing with us, so that we can get to know you a little bit better. I've learned something about almost all of you, something that I did not know before this session began. Okay, yes, Crystal, I've seen your pictures of you skydiving. That's pretty cool. I don't think I could do that. Throw it in the chat. What's another question that you want to know about one of your other fearless members here? What is something that you would want to know about them? Throw it in the chat. What's another question I can ask, guys? And I'm starting to run out of the questions that I had planned. But we can ask maybe one more question to end off our night. What are you currently learning now? Okay, Shelley, that could be a question, but I feel like that's a little bit too close to real estate investment, maybe. How many siblings do you have? Okay, interesting. We could maybe ask that question, but we won't yet. What other questions could we ask, guys, that you want to know? Where do you want to retire? Okay, that might be similar to our first question, favorite places in the world, maybe. Yes, other than real estate, Shelley, nothing real estate related. That's the rule for tonight. If you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you want to be? No, we won't ask that question. Favorite meal. There we go. Okay. And then we might ask one more after that. I like that, Andrew, who is your hero. Okay, so favorite meal, guys. Okay, so you have the choice to have anything for dinner tonight. Or maybe your favorite meal is in the morning. Maybe it's breakfast or maybe it's lunch. If you had the choice to eat anything, what is your favorite meal that you've ever had in your entire life? What comes to mind? Throw it in the chat. Lobster. Okay. Who said that? Shelley. Lobster. I love crab. I love crab. I like lobster, but I love crab. Steak and potatoes. Yes, you are very Albertan, Crystal. Spaghetti, Tara. I love spaghetti. I could eat it every day as well. Surf and turf and beer. Dwight. Yeah. Hey, That sounds good too. Guys, after this, if you haven't had supper yet, you're going to want to go and eat probably. Wagyu steak, John. I had one of those, I don't know, maybe about a year ago that was really, really good. Steak and potatoes, sushi. Who said sushi? Nand. Surf and turf. A lot of people saying surf and turf and whiskey. Yes, Craig. Okay. Jewel on YouTube. My favorite meal of all time was a burger at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant at Planet Hollywood. Wow. Awesome. Lobster dinner in New Glasgow. Lobster supper in PEI. Nicole, you're making me hungry now. Eric, seafood, risotto, a good steak, spaghetti and meatballs, sushi. Surf and turf again from Kelly. Look at this. This is sounding good, guys. You know what? You're giving us menu options to throw on our menu for our Ignited retreat in Banff, guys. So this is good. Keep throwing it in. For those of you that are not Ignited members, if you want to join and join us for our retreat at the end of September in Banff, you need to be an Ignited member to join us for that. Just reach out to our team. You can email info@InvestorLife, or you can go onto our website, investorlife.com, and book a call with me, and I can tell you all about it. Nachos with cheese melted slightly. Interesting. Out of anything, Washington. Out of anything you could eat, nachos. Nachos are very, very good. Steak and salad, Janie. There we go. Yes, nobody's going to be here for our Ignited Laser session. Everyone's heading out for dinner. I am getting hungrier as this time goes on. Cashew chicken stir fry. Wow, I would never pick that in a million years, but Tiffany would probably be right up that alley, John. I think one of my favorite meals, and again, nobody has mentioned it, is pierogies. Pierogies. I just love anything with pierogies. That's probably one of my favorite meals. Of course, I love steak as well, and I love crab. Like, to me, if I had a steak, some crab, and some pierogies, that would be absolutely ideal. Although I could eat spaghetti all day long, every single day as well. Okay. This is getting, we got to get off this topic, guys, because I am getting hungry. Okay, last question. This is it. We got a few minutes left. Last question for the night, guys. Really, Kelly or Crystal, make some killer beet cheese dill pierogies from scratch. Wow. Okay, good to know. That is awesome. Somebody put a good question back here. Who is your hero? Okay, maybe this is the same as if you could meet one person in the world. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But let's ask this last question, guys. Who is your hero? Throw it in the chat and let me know who that might be. Who is your hero? Jules, my hubby. That is, what a good answer. So Lyle is your hero. That is awesome. Greg, my dad. Who would you guys say is your hero? For some of you, it might be family. For some of you, it might not be. Who is your hero? Throw it in the chat. My mom, says Adele. We're kind of ending on a bit of a, maybe a little bit of a sappy note here, guys. But again, this is a good question. Feel free to share. Who is your hero? Dwight says Winston Churchill, and my dad would be the other. Lisa, Oprah, Janie, your mom, Crystal, your hubby came to mind too. Okay, Karina, my grandma. Wow, 103 years old. Always had a smile. Yeah, good hero. Hard to pick. It is hard to pick, Shelley. Craig. Jesus. That came up again. Good hero. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, guys. Excellent answers. Keep throwing them in the chat. If you are watching the replay of this training tonight, and guys, we're not training anything to do with, but we are talking about things that have nothing to do with investing. And so that was kind of the point tonight, to get to know one another, to be a little bit more lighthearted than what we normally are on this training. This is our 199th episode of our Tactical Tuesday, and we wanted to lighten it up a little bit tonight. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing all your answers. Thank you for being a part of this and commenting, sharing your comments with us. It was great to get to know. I got to know Adele, I would say, a whole lot better. Karina, Crystal, Craig and Lisa, and many others of you, Eric, and I could go on and on about all the names, John, that we learned a little bit more about you that we didn't know before. And so guys, it's awesome. That's what this is really all about. And when it comes, let's wrap this up. When it comes back to creating relationships, it's these types of conversations that you need to have with people, because if people are going to trust you, if people are going to invest in you or with you, or write you a big check of some sort, or joint venture on a particular property, they need to know who you are. What are some of the things that make you tick versus somebody else? If you're a real person, if you have real feelings, if you are trustworthy because they get to know you a little bit better, that's going to make this whole journey so much easier. So thanks guys for sharing, being with us tonight. This was fun. This was awesome. We're going to see all of our Ignited members over in our Ignited session, our laser session here in just a few minutes. So we'll see you guys there. Thanks for joining us, guys. We will see you next week for episode number 200 of Tactical Tuesday. We'll see you guys next week.